morning, morning, good morning, morning.
Hi guys, welcome back to Tobago Updates Television. And of course, it's Friday, 5th January. And of course, we are into the sporting segment. But before we get into the sporting segment this morning, we do have a special guest on this set. Once again, the producers, they're just expanding the sports segment, but we're going to take that. A very important guest this morning, talking something very special. But before I get into that interview, I want to wish you guys a happy new year. I trust that you guys had a wonderful Christmas and have already started enjoying 2024. So yeah, I had a really good Christmas, yeah. But of course, thank you so much for staying tuned to Tobago Updates Television. I want to thank Adana and Julian, who had the interviews previously. And of course, thank you so much for staying tuned. Yes, so as I was saying this morning, I have a special guest on set this morning. Not really sport related, but they are linked in a particular way. Let me say good morning to Mr. Akeil Andrews.
Good
and
morning.
Of course, he is the owner and managing director of Beard Boss TT. And we're talking about the launch of the Beard Boss calendar. And it's happening right here on Tobago Updates Television. I want to thank Akeil for, of course, choosing Tobago's #1 to do that launch. Of course, Akeil, morning to you and, of course, Happy New Year.
Yes, thank you and same to you.
Yeah, fantastic. Akeil, before we really get into the calendar launch, we're talking Beard Boss. I forgot my comb this morning in a way, but anyhow, before we get into the calendar and the product, I want to begin to get a sense of who is Akeil Andrews, the man behind the calendar, the man behind the Beard Boss products. And I say I want to get a sense of that because I want to use cricket as an example. In cricket, right? I play cricket, and I usually make runs, plenty of runs in a way. And when they come and tell me, they ask me, Marcus, I just do it, but that bat are real nice. Right. But as I always tell them, it's not the bat, it's the man behind the bat. So I've been seeing and hearing about Beard Boss. I use the Beard Boss product. I'm also an ambassador. We're going to talk about that later on. Right. And I want to begin to get a sense of the Beard Boss products and the man behind the Beard Boss product.
All right, so my name is Akeil Andrews. I'm 30 years old. I'm actually from Kendal, Tobago. That's in the eastern end of the island, right? I am a holder of a bachelor's in management studies from the University of the West Indies, and I own and operate 2 businesses, namely Ties and Nuts, which was launched in 2018, and Beard Boss, which was launched in the midst of the pandemic in 2020, right? I'm a dad, which is a very major part of my life, and my son is a major contributing factor to my success, right? Because whatever I do, I think of him, and I want to ensure that I do better to ensure that he has whatever he deserves, right? So that's basically who Akeil is in a nutshell. I'm a family-oriented person, and that's basically who I am in a nutshell.
And fantastic. You mentioned Ties and Nuts as well, and now this Beard Boss. It seems that you have a liking, or you have an understanding that men, they need to be well groomed and well kept as well.
Certainly.
Yeah, and so that's the idea behind the different brands that you are putting out there.
Yes, because self-care is for everyone. It isn't just for a certain type of gentleman. I think that is basically what Beard Boss embodies, and by extension, Ties and Nuts as well. Yeah. Right, because you have a beard, but a beard isn't limited to a certain type of gentleman. Yeah. Right, any man could grow a beard, and by extension of that, taking care of that beard is a form of self-care. Yes. That's for any man, whether you're in corporate world, whether you're a sports person, whether you are into construction, whether you're a man on the block, it doesn't matter, because self-care is for everyone.
And tell me about how you got the idea to say, see me, I'm gonna start some beard product, because for me, when I started growing my beard, it was just water and soap. I didn't really business about putting some oil. And I mentioned, you told me about the oil being able to moisturize my beard. It was a little shiny and able to help it grow and look well groomed in a particular way. So tell me about the reason behind starting this Beard Boss products.
Well, because of the fact that I have a beard, I understand the market and I know what it is to care for a beard. So I decided that I'm going to launch my own product. Right, and I did just start in 2018. I started off with one beard oil, which was a Hercules mint, and of course, I decided that I need to create a greater market niche. So I launched another beard oil fragrance, which was a soft lemon coconut in 2021, right? And in 2022, I did the shampoo, right? So now I have the oils and the shampoo. Now, of course, they both go hand in hand because the oils, they moisturize, they shine, but of course, it grows your beard in a healthy way because it allows for your beard to, of course, be bigger, but in a healthier way.
Yeah.
Right? And of course, the shampoo, it cleanses your beard. Right? It allows your beard to be clean. We all know that bacteria could be trapped in your beard. So of course, using the shampoo will allow it for a cleaner vibe.
Yeah, yeah. And just some like a confession here. You know, when I started using the product, right? Because there's the scents amazing, right?
you.
And of course it enhances your look.
Right.
And of course, I remember going to an event and a young lady saw me. Wow, you're so tall, handsome, and of course you have a beard too. I say, yeah. You know, in that sense, I mean,
Right.
having the beard, it makes you look a little bit more manly in a particular
Yeah,
way.
because I mean, and that is what beard boss is about. It's about celebrating manhood. Because ideally, of course, only a man could have a beard.
Yeah.
So it's all about celebrating manhood. It goes back to the oils where it's an anti-itch and anti-dandruff as well. So you know, some fellas they shy away from actually growing a beard because of the fact that hey, they're saying, "Pal, this thing." It's scratching my face, right? But beard boss, as I mentioned a little while, it's anti-itch and anti-dandruff, so it actually allows you to grow your beard to limit the irritation.
Yeah.
So it's all about celebrating your masculinity.
And are the products produced locally or?
Of course, I produce my own products.
Right.
Right. I manufacture my own products. So I do the bottling, etc. The labels are done actually in Trinidad by Leonor Innovations. That's a gentleman called Ian O'Neill, and he also does the boxing as well. So it's everything is local, right here in Trinidad and Tobago.
Fantastic. And of course, let's get to the main reason that you are here this morning. We're talking about the launch of the calendar. Tell me about the calendar.
All right, so the calendar is an initiative that I started in 2023, right? So every year that I will have launched Beard Boss from 2020, I did a different launch of a different product or a different aspect to increase the branding and the marketing aspect of it all, right? So of course, when I launched with the Hercules Mint. Then I did the lemon coconut in 2021, 2022. I did the shampoo. I did no product launch last year, but I decided that I'm going to release a calendar, right? So the calendar, of course, it's filled with 12 gentlemen who are users of the product, right? They are users of the product, and of course, they are able to now give a testimony at the end of it all. Right, so it's not false advertising. All of these gentlemen here, they are users of my product, and of course, so it's something similar to, you know, Playboy had a calendar back in the day, but this is all about beard boss celebrating your beard, and of course, it's a local edition. So
fantastic. And we have a short video to show you guys of the launch. I'm allowing my producer just to show that that short video, and then we come back and have a further discussion with Akeil. Amazing stuff. I am one for strong marketing. I see PR. I love PR, and I think you are doing an amazing job.
Thank you.
With the branding and marketing of the product, and that's good. You have a wide selection of ambassadors there. I mean, you mentioned that the ambassadors are persons who uses the product, right? But of course, there are many fellas in Tobago that have beards. But what would have made you select these 12 guys? I mean, did they approach you, or you carefully selected the guys? and who is that ambassador? Who's that ambassador? Because I mean, I'm seeing Kidani there, Mr. Match, and by where they are placed, that's their birth month, or
no.
Okay.
Right, Mr. October.
Well, Mr. October. Who's Mr. October, there, boy? That person look familiar, there, boy. Oh, nice.
Right. So no, well, all right. So 2023, I had the gentlemen placed in their birth months. Well, 90% of them were. Right, and I focused mainly on that. But of course, as I said, this year I didn't really want to do something like that. I wanted to focus more so on the months and what the gentleman would bring to that type of energy for those specific months. Right, you asked about the wide range of guys. Yes, there are a wide range of gentlemen that use the product, and I wanted to showcase that in the calendar. Of course, from a age group to a different ethnicity
Yes,
to
yes.
just different backgrounds. Whether you're bearded and tatted, whether you're a corporate guy, whether you're into soca, whether you're into a family
Into
oriented guy,
sports, into sports.
into
Yeah, yeah,
into
yeah.
sports. So it really goes
Yeah.
hand in hand, and it goes exactly with the branding that anybody could use Beard Boss, and
I like
that's
that.
what it is.
And then the calendar, is it just for social media, or are you going to have physical copies as well?
No physical copies, virtual,
Yeah.
right? So it's going to be blasted all over your social medias.
Yeah.
right
And
away.
and before I let you go, right, where can people who are interested in your products get your products? I mean, are they in stores and locations?
Yes, so they are in, I have 9 outlets,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah, I have 9 outlets, 2 in Trinidad,
Yeah.
and the rest are in Tobago. Right, so in Scarborough, you can visit Waterfront Pharmacy,
Right.
Hysteria Fashions, which is located in Dutch Fort, and of course right here at the Port Mall at Island Boys Barbershop, which is actually next to the Tobago Update Studio, third level Port Mall, right? And that's the barbershop that's closer to the elevator side, because I believe the Port Mall has 2 barbershops.
Yes.
Right? Penny Savers, both pharmacies in Canby and Canaan, right? Tobago Wick, which is located at upstairs Rashad's Men's Store in Mount Pleasant, Shaka, which is located at Comfort Zone Barbershop, that's in Milford Court Plaza, right? And of course in Trinidad, in Port of Spain, Independence Square in NIS Beauty, and in Sawa by a barbershop called Fear the Beard.
And finally, before I let you go, of course, we are into the marketing and celebrating beard boss this morning. I mean, someone out there growing a beard and may not be seeing the results. Because I took a while, I don't want to go back to show you how I started. I mean, what encouragement you want to give that person? Obviously, you want to tell him to join the Beard Gang,
Of course.
Beard Boss product
The
line.
Beard Gang is real.
Right.
Right, yeah.
Indeed. I mean, what encouragement do you want to give them persons who are trying to get into the beard?
All right, so of course
Beard
use
World.
Beard Boss.
Yes.
Right, I ensure to list all of my locations. You can also contact me at 475-9632 if you are unable to visit any of the outlets. For the persons in Trinidad as well who aren't able to visit the locations, TT Post deliveries are also available. I do TT Post deliveries every Friday.
Wow.
Yes, so TT Post deliveries are very much available. And delivery options are also available here in Tobago. Right, but outside of using Beard Boss, of course, your lifestyle must be healthy.
Yes.
In order to grow a healthy beard, right? So it's just like your hair on your head. You have to take care of it in order for it to take care of you, right? So you drink your water, you do, your adequate exercise, etc., to have a healthy beard in addition to using the products.
Fantastic. Akeil Andrews, thank you so much for being here with us this morning.
Thank you.
And I want to thank you for having me as one of your ambassadors for 2024.
Yes,
I'll
thank
do
you
my
as well.
very best to ensure that I wear the product line and brand it as much as possible.
Yes,
Because
yes.
I mean, I'm a stylish guy, I'm a stylish guy. And I was trying to get the hair back up and running like yours.
Right.
But my beard is looking well. My wife is actually liking it. She strokes my beard nightly.
Right.
It smells good as
So
well.
you see, all that is very good marketing
Yeah.
because it allows the ladies to love you even more after using Beard Boss, right? So good.
I mean, little school sometimes to pull it by a beard, but that's outside of it. But I want to thank you so much for being here
Thank you
with
for
us this
having me
morning.
as well.
And I look forward to continued support with Tobago Updates. Maybe
Of
you can
course.
sponsor the sporting segment, but we'll talk about that after.
So, of course.
Afterwards, Guys, I've been chatting here with Akeil Andrews, Managing Director of Beard Boss TT. And of course, he has launched his 2024 calendar. And very soon you will be seeing it all over social media. And be sure to continue supporting Akeil Andrews, young entrepreneur here in Tobago. And I want to wish him all the best. Coming up, we have Tobago Football Association. I'm seeing Nyren Orr, Mr. Flabber out of Stokey Vale, and Mr. Alfred, the president of the Tobago Football Association. They are in studio. We're going to be talking about the Big 8. Yes, Big 8 action. Don't forget to share the live, share the live, share the live. We take a break and come right back.